All right, we're live.
We are.
I think we are.
It's always like the second where we have to click to Instagram.
Very weird.
And mine doesn't
odd.
listen. Okay, now it's listening. Okay.
Okay.
Now I have us.
Now we're listening.
Are you stressed about social media?
Yes.
What are you stressed about social media for? Are you overwhelmed at how to make the decision of what to post every day?
Probably.
Creating your content calendar if you're one of those people that gets ahead of game, plans out for a month or 3 months or 6 months or the year that you're going to post. Do you find that daunting? If so, this video is for you.
Maybe.
What do you mean?
I think most people would agree this is for them.
I post a lot.
Even if you don't post that often, this is a great video to kind of watch.
Well, let's step back for a second. Is social media useful? I see so many people saying, like, I've grew my business to 7 figures and I never once used social. Or what do you think about that?
I would never. I don't see social not being beneficial.
It's a free tool.
Yeah,
I mean, you can use paid, but when you use it right, I think it's beneficial. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I got a tip that social should be like a great magazine that you read. And I loved that tip. And I always remembered that we never want to be posting the same thing. When you look at a magazine, like the ones that I like to read, say a health magazine or a design magazine or a cooking magazine, I like all of that. I like the magazines that have health and beauty and fitness and wellness and style and personal development and the latest books to read. Think of your social like that. You are a dynamic person with many interests and many parts of you, not just your business or not just the art that you create or not just the work that you do. You are multifaceted. So when you're deciding what to post, it's really important to show all those sides of you, because social media means we want to be social with people. We want to know about people. We want to see into their lives and let them see into our lives. So back to the question, should we do an image or a video? What do you think?
I think video is much more powerful than images in most circumstances.
In this world, there's a lot of noise.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, and the perfectly packaged, perfect backdrop, setup, filtered, shadowed, contoured, AI. The reason why I don't like that is because you want to have continuity in your business. So I always think about that when I go to a photo shoot and I get my makeup done, because Lord knows I can't be left to my own devices when it comes to that. Because when you have cameras and lights, especially for stage when I'm performing, when you have cameras and lights and different things on you, you need a lot more makeup than you think you do, and you need to know what you're doing. So when I go to the professionals, I always say to them, though, don't make me look like I'm going out to be a lady of the night. Like, because when I get on, no offense to any ladies of the night who are watching, but when you get the idea, when I get on to meet with our clients that hire us, I just have a normal day look, or half the time I'm post-workout and I maybe don't have any makeup on my face. Some days I'm made up, some days I'm not. Right? Depends on what's going on in my day. And you don't want someone going, wait a second. Is that the same person? Especially when you're first meeting somebody for the first time, the first impressions are everything, and you're building that relationship. You want to have that continuity, and how you show up one way is how you show up all the ways, right?
So bring us back.
So video, I think, is number one. Why do people not do video?
Yeah.
Is because of that. I think they're afraid of what they look like. They're afraid they're going to say the wrong thing. They're afraid they're going to forget what they're saying. Well, the only way that you get better is A, by doing it. B, in a world where people are the distraction is everywhere.
Yeah.
We'll watch a video because we see you. We instantly create this connection with you. We hear your voice. It taps into the senses of sight and hearing. And it just tells the visual story so much better when you can take somebody there with you than a picture can show. So I think in this day and age, I've been hearing from people that there's craving simplicity, they're craving ease, and video is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. And the other thing with video too that I find is we overthink it a lot. You know, for us, like even doing these videos, like all we do is on my phone, I'll go and open my notes. And if we have an idea or we have a thought, we'll just jot it down and we'll be like ideas for lives. Right. And that's all it is. There's nothing more. We're not reading something right now. We don't have something on our computer that we're, glancing at. You could,
yeah,
but just don't overthink it. I think that's the biggest thing. We always tell our clients that, like, it doesn't have to be this crazy, hi, you want to talk? This crazy, like, oh my God, this has got to be the best idea I've ever had in my life to talk about. No, it just comes down to having an idea that you want to talk to people about, much the same as you would if, you bumped into a colleague and you're like, oh, hey, I had this idea that I know a lot of people are interested in.
The other thing from a marketing, grow your business standpoint, or anything, people always ask me, how do I fill my seats when I do a solo show or I do a performance? How do you get people to buy your products, your services? I take people along the journey through video and images. I'm not saying don't ever do images. I think you need a great mix of both. You don't want to be too image heavy. You don't want to be maybe too video heavy. You want to have both. I take people along the journey. So I show people behind the scenes. They see what it looked like when I'm rehearsing in my bedroom, in the garage, when I'm doing my vocal warm-ups on the treadmill, when I'm creating this half-day event that we have coming up on February 10th, and I'm creating the teaching content, and I'm showing people the images and the things that I'm using to spark what I'm going to be teaching people and telling people. I don't wait until the product is finished and perfect to show people, because what happens is when you take people along in the journey and you show them the behind the scenes, you show them you writing, rehearsing, preparing, brainstorming, meeting with the people on your team, testing things. When you asking them their feedback, saying, hey, what do you like this? Do you like this? What language or what image or what thing resonates more with you? When people feel like they've had a part in it, then when it does get launched or released, they want to be there. They want to buy it. They want to be a part of it because they helped you in the creation process. They weren't just a passive person. They were an active participant. And video is such a great way to take people along in the journey. So, we don't have to get into should you do a reel? Should you do a live? Should you do whatever it is that you like to do? That's always my guide for social. What's the platform that you like? And what do you like to do?
Yeah.
And do more of that.
I think this piggybacks on what we were talking about yesterday too, about blogs. Again, like video is great because you can just go on video and you can capture the transcript, and then it multi-purpose that for social media, different content, different posts.
We're so blessed that if you have one of these, you have access to a camera and a production quality that you can put out. I mean, think about before when you used to have to
set up a camera and then record it and then
about,
download
it and
upload it.
Think about like those, like National Lampoons, all those like old, film reels, and then the VCR, like our parents with the VCR cameras, right? Lugging those things. And let's hope you don't mess up the tape and the tape doesn't come off the thing, and there was no editing. There was no nothing.
No.
Now we have the luxury of having that. So do more video. Let people see you. Let people see you in the messiness.
Yeah.
Because then when they see the joy and they see you in the finished product, they'll want to be a part of it. They'll want to celebrate with you. They see the journey that you went on.
Yeah.
So you do need images, but video, hopefully this inspired you to do more video. And then maybe next time we'll talk about, once you do a video, what are all the strategic ways in which you can use it, not just social.
That's a good one. Yep.
There's so many ways in email. There's so many other ways that you can use that video to multi-purpose it. Maybe we'll talk about that next.
Yep.
All right. Happy Friday.
Let us know if you have any questions or burning thoughts that we could help answer for you.
Yeah. Are you using video? And do more of it. That's it.
Happy Friday. See you Monday.
Enjoy the weekend.